Good morning, students. Students, today we are going to learn chapter 3.3 in English. The name of the chapter is Stone Soup. Now, this is a play, and in this play, we will be able to see different characters. That is the name of the play is Stone Soup. This play takes place in a village where the villagers are living very happily, but the villagers don't like uninvited guests or travelers. Okay, they don't like people who are not from their village. So we'll see the play. A village, a few small cottages standing close by, they belong to Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai, and Rupabai. It's evening, they are chatting outside Motiram's house. So there are four people: Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai, and Rupabai. They live in small houses. As you can see over here, they live in the cottages. And it was evening time where these four people were chatting with each other. They were talking to each other. First is Motiram. Your farm produce was really good this year, I'm told. So, Sonabai, so was yours, I hear. So, Motiram was telling Sonabai that your farm produce, in your farm, you produce was very good this year, means you got lots of crops. Then the same way Sonabai says, so was yours. Your farm produce also was like mine. Yours also was good. Then Motiram says, I don't want to advertise it, though it might attract guests. So what he is saying, my farm produce was good. I got lots of crops this year. But I don't want to advertise and tell people that my farm produce was good. Then a traveler enters from a corner. The villagers don't see him. So there was a person, a traveler who travels, entered. But these four people, they did not see him. Let's move further. Hirabai, you are right. Guest can be a nuisance. So another person says, Hirabai says, you are right. Guest can be a nuisance. Nuisance means a person who sometimes cause trouble for us. Okay, so she says guest can sometimes be a trouble for us. Then Sonabai says, I agree, especially uninvited guests. Now, we also don't like sometimes when people who come to our house, right? Because then the same way, Sonabai says, especially a person who's not invited, I don't like them. Then Motiram says, uninvited guests are pest. That means I don't like them. They are like uh, they irritate or something like that. So he says uninvited guests are pest. I don't like them. Then traveler becomes nervous, doesn't come forward. So the traveler who had come, he heard their conversation that these people are talking like that. So then what, he becomes nervous and he doesn't come forward in front of them. Then Hirabai says, true, I never waste good food and money on others. Rupabai, do you think that is right? How can we refuse them? So Hirabai says, I don't waste food on people, on other people, on guests. I don't like to waste food. Means some people are there like that. No, they don't like to buy things when people come. They don't like to offer things. So Hirabai says, I don't like to waste my money on the food for others. Hirabai, just find some polite excuses, that's all. Sonabai, you are right. I can always cook up some excuse. So Sonabai says to do any excuse, I'm very good at that. Motiram, me too. For me, charity begins at home and stays at home. Anyway, I must attend to my work now. See you. So Motiram says, nice, enough we have talked, we had a conversation. Now I must return back to my work. Then all neighbors, see you later. Now as they were sitting and talking, then they all said that we will talk back later. They enter their homes. Traveler comes forward. Okay, all of them, all the neighbors enter into their houses. Then the traveler comes. Traveler, what hard luck! I'm a poor, footsore traveler and I'm so hungry. But this bunch of villagers look tough. I don't think they'll offer me food or rest, but let me try. So the traveler says, it's my hard luck. I'm a poor footsore traveler, means I'm come walking and I don't think, and I'm hungry a lot, but I don't think people will give me food or give me or allow me to rest over here. First, he knocks on Motiram's door. Motiram opens the door. Now let's see further. He knocks to the Motiram's door. He opens the door. And what does Motiram say? Motiram, yes, who are you and what do you want? So the traveler says, I am a traveler. I am very hungry and tired. Can I please have some food and a place to rest for the night? So the traveler says says to Motiram, can I have some food and rest for a while? I will go back soon. Then what does Motiram say? Dinner is over. There is nothing left. Try elsewhere. Motiram says, I have finished eating. There is no dinner left. You try somewhere else. He shuts the door with a bang. Angrily, he shuts the door. Motiram. Then the traveler, how rude. Let me try the next door. So he starts visiting the other neighbors. He then knocks on Sonabai's door. She comes out. Good evening, kind lady. I am a traveler. Can I have some food and a corner to rest for tonight? So he says, he talks in a very polite manner. He says like that, good evening, kind lady. I'm a traveler. Can you give me some food? Can you offer me some food and some rest for some time? Then Sonabai says, putting a hand behind her ear. You can see in the picture. Okay? She putting her hand behind her ear. What did you say? Traveler, aloud. Can I have some food? She was pretending that she can't hear. Okay? Sonabai was pretending that she can't hear. Sonabai, wood. Why? There is plenty in the forest. Find a fallen tree and chop all the wood that you need. So she was just pretending that I can't understand what you are speaking. I can't understand the word what you are speaking. For food, she was saying wood. Okay? Then the traveler is making her understand. I said food. I'm hungry. So Sonabai says, you agree? Fine. Then go and chop the wood. Goes back into the house. So she was going on pretending because she didn't want to give him food, nor she didn't want to allow him to come inside the house to rest. So she was saying for food, wood. Okay? Traveler. Well, that was a clever excuse. She pretended to be hard of hearing. Let me try elsewhere. So then the traveler knew that she's pretending that she can't hear the words what I'm saying. So he went away from Sonabai's house. Now he said, let me try somewhere else. Then he knocks on Hirabai's door. Anyone at home? Any food for a hungry traveler? Hirabai comes out. So he says the same sentence. Anyone is there? Can I have some food? So Hirabai comes out. Good evening, ma'am. I wonder if I could get something to eat and a place to rest for the night. Hirabai, pretending not to understand his language. Now just see how Hirabai talks. You also want to understand the way she is speaking. Og Yawa on Doof Dan on Tissar Rof Enyo Eric. Traveler says, I don't understand you. Means she can understand, but she's just pretending that I can't understand what you're talking. And she starts talking in some another language only, where the traveler does not understand. Let's see further. Hirabai, shaking a hand, took I or ton, tav, yo, o, og, elsewhere. Goes back inside, leaving the traveler bewildered. So she again started talking the same language. Okay? Traveler. So that was her trick. Talking gibberish. I am not defeated. So here also the traveler understood that she didn't want to give me the food. So she was talking in some another language only. Okay. Now let's see further. Now he knocks on Rupa Bai's door. She comes out. Rupa Bai. Yes. Who are you? Who are you, young man? I have not seen you around. So Rupa Bai also speaks in a better way. Okay, not like the other people, but she speaks in a good tone. She asks, who are you, young man? I have not seen you here before in this village. Then the traveler says, I'm a traveler and I wondered if I could get some food as well as corner to rest for this night. So he says the same sentence, can I have some food and rest over here? Then Rupa Bai says, thanks. Alas, my larder is empty. I am so hungry myself, but I have nothing left in the house. So Rupa Bai also says, I am also hungry. Rupa Bai says, I am hungry. I also don't have food to eat. Then the traveler says, I am sorry to hear that. Then Rupa Bai says, I am sorry too, but I can't help it. Sorry. Turns to leave. So she turns to go back inside her house. Traveler. He again starts talking. Aloud. Wait, ma'am. If you are also hungry, I can make us both some soup. So the traveler, what he says, you're also hungry, I'm also hungry. So we can make some soup for us to have. Okay, let's see further. Rupa Bai, but I told you my larder's empty. I can't offer you anything. So she says that I don't have anything left in my house. So how will I be able to give you anything to make a soup? Traveler. He says, all I need is a cooking pot, a spoon and some water. I have a magic stone in my bag. When you boil it in water, it makes a delicious, nourishing soup. So what does the traveler says? I only need a cooking a cooking pot, a spoon and some water. I have some magic stone. He says I have some magic stone in my bag. When you boil it in water, it makes a delicious and nourishing soup. Then Rupa Bai says, really? A magic stone? And all you need is a pot of water. I think I can manage that much. So Rupa Bai says, you just need a pot of water. I can manage that much. Okay? Traveler. Yes, just a pot of water, only a big one. So he says, only a pot of water you need. You don't need anything, but only that pot should be a little bigger in size. Then Rupa Bai goes back to her cottage. Traveler collects woods and makes a fire in one corner. Other neighbors peep out from the door, windows and watch quietly but curiously. Rupa Bai comes out with a very big pot. So the traveler starts preparing for the things. So he starts searching woods. He makes fire in a corner. So while he was making all this, the other neighbors who didn't allow him to come in and give food, they were peeping from the windows and watching quietly with curiosity. Then after, Rupa Bai comes back with a big pot of water. Rupa Bai, here's your pot of water. Traveler, thank you. Now just wait and watch. So Rupa Bai brings the pot of water and the traveler says, now you just watch and see how I will make a soup. He puts the pot on the fire, takes out a stone from his pocket and drops it in the pot. So he puts that pot on the fire. Then he removes that pot which he says that is a magic stone. He removes that stone and puts it into that pot. Let's see further. Rupa Bai, a magic stone that makes soup. I can hardly believe this. Sits down to watch. So Rupa Bai says, a magic stone which can make a soup. I can't believe. So she sits down to watch how a soup will become. Traveler, sniffing and pretending to enjoy the aroma. So he is just pretending that there's a good aroma coming out from the soup. Ah, lovely. It's going to be really delicious. To Rupa Bai, he was saying, the traveler was saying, it's going to be very delicious soup. If only we had 1 or 2 potatoes to add, it tastes heavenly with potato. But alas, we don't have any. So while making the soup, while the traveler was making a soup, he's saying, if we would have one or two potatoes in the soup would taste much better. Then let's see further. Rupabai. One or two, you said. Let me see if I have just one or two left somewhere. Brings a few peeled potato. Here. Luckily, I had just a few left. I even peeled them for you. So Rupabai goes inside and she finds potatoes. She finds one or two potatoes and she peels. She removes the skins of the potatoes and she brings it and tells him that yes, I have peeled the potatoes for you. Traveler, wonderful. Then the traveler puts the potatoes in the pot, stirs for some time and sniffs again. So he puts that potatoes which Rupabai has peeled, he puts that in the soup. What with the potatoes you have given? The soup will now be terrific, sniffs. Carrots and tomatoes would give it a tempting color, wouldn't they? But that would be too much to hope for. So he's saying now we put the potatoes, the soup will taste much better. But if we would have carrot and tomatoes, the color of the soup would be different and it would taste more better. The traveler says. Rupabai. I don't know. Then who comes? Then Sonabai. Another lady comes. Sonabai comes out with some tomatoes. The neighbors who are watching quietly. So they also come. So first, Sonabai comes out with some tomatoes. What does Sonabai says? Hello. Maybe I can be of some help. I had reserved these tomatoes for tomorrow, but I'm always willing to help. And I know that Hirabai has plenty of carrots, but I'm not sure if she'll share a few with us. So Sonabai comes with some tomatoes and she says that I have kept these tomatoes for tomorrow, but I will help you. I will give you some tomatoes. And she also says that Hirabai, another neighbor, has carrots, but I don't know that whether she will help us with the carrots. Now Hirabai enters with a few carrots. So she also comes with some carrots. I don't have plenty. In fact, I too was reserving these for tomorrow. But never mind. If Sonabai can spare her tomatoes, I too can spare these. After all, you don't get to see a magic stone making a magic soup every day. So she also gives some of her carrots to the traveler to put them into the soup. But she also had kept it for tomorrow. But she said, I don't mind giving it. Why she said, I don't mind giving it? Because she's saying, I don't get to see a magic soup made with a magic stone. So she gives her carrots. Let's see further what happens. Traveler bows to the woman. I'm really speechless. You noble ladies, this is going to be a famous soup. Add the vegetables, stirs and sniffs. So the traveler has added potatoes, tomatoes and carrots. So he's saying now this soup is going to be a very famous soup because we have so many vegetables we have added into it. It reminds me of the soup I had some time ago. I had added just a few beans, onions, and I think a little piece of ginger. And what flavor it had! Those are the only things missing now. But what we have is also good enough. You can't always have the best. So the traveler says, once I had some soup some times ago and it had few beans, French beans, onions and a piece of ginger. That soup its flavor was very good. But these are the only things missing, he's saying, in the soup. But never mind, that is enough for us. Then who enters? Motiram enters. And what does Motiram says? Why not? If you can have the best, why miss the golden chance? Here, take these. When help is needed, old Motiram doesn't lag behind. Now we've seen that all the other three ladies, the neighbors, helped the traveler. So Motiram says that why will I be behind? So he added the other three vegetables which were needed. That was onions, French beans and ginger. So he brought those three vegetables and he offers the vegetable to the traveler. The traveler bows. How can I ever forget your generosity? Adds all the vegetable, stirs and sniff. Ah, absolutely mouth-watering. What flavor, what aroma, what taste. Takes a sip. Marvelous. If only I could add a pinch of salt, it would be perfect. So he's saying, I have added all these vegetables. Now the soup looks it looks mouth-watering. It has so many flavors. We are getting so nice aroma from the soup. And he tastes a sip from that. And he says, marvelous. Only we need now a pinch of salt. Then it would be a perfect soup. Then Rupabai comes. Rupabai, I'll get some salt and bowl for all of us. Okay, she gets the salt and bowl. Traveler, thank you. I was about to suggest that. Exit Rupabai. You are all being so kind and helpful. It is an unforgettable experience. So the traveler says, thank you, Rupabai. I was also trying to suggest you to bring bowls with that, because if they have soup, where are they going to have? Okay. Rupabai returns with the salt, pepper and bowl. Traveler adds the salt, stirs and serves the soup to everyone. So he adds the salt, he stirs the soup again and then he starts serving it to everyone. Rupabai, ah, wonderful. You can taste the goodness of fresh vegetables. So Rupabai, as she was sipping the soup, she's saying, yes, I can taste the freshly vegetables. Sonabai, yes, unbelievable. No one would think that this soup was made with a stone. So Sonabai says, I did not believe that you could make a soup with a stone. Motiram, you have said it. Such delicious vegetable soup and made with a stone. So he is also saying, such delicious soup, vegetable soup made with a stone. I can't believe it. Hirabai, I wonder what happens to the stone. Does it melt away? So Hirabai is saying, as you have put a stone in the soup, that stone won't melt in the soup. Then the traveler says, oh no, it remains the same. So he says that stone will remain the same. Takes out the stone from the pot. Take a look. This was the stone that made the soup. Aside to the audience. So he says this was the stone. He takes out the stone and he shows this was the stone that made the soup. And he keeps the stone aside. Now, have you guessed the secret of the stone soup? Smiles, you can make it even without the stone. So now here, what was the secret of the stone soup? The secret of the stone soup was, first when he went to the neighbor's house, no one was willing to help. He only said that I have a magic stone. But actually it was not a magic stone. It was the neighbors only who helped him making the soup. So you should always help when someone is in need of food. Okay, you should not say no. You should always help when someone is in need of soup. Okay, so here we seen the story. Okay, here we'll end with this video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.